Hi, I'm Randy Robison. This is Live Today TV, and I have a singer, legendary Family Guy singer, Aaron Crabb of the Crabb Family.
Yes, sir.
Good to see you.
Thanks for having me on.
Now, everybody that knows gospel music, old time, is it Southern gospel?
Yes,
is that accurate?
Southern gospel.
All right. They have heard of the Crabb Family.
Right, maybe
because
so.
How long has the Crabb Family been?
Man, we have sang we sing 13, 14 years.
All right, and then it ended officially in what, 2007?
Yes, that's exactly right. 2007, and man, we had a lot of great times out on the road with the family. God did incredible things.
Why'd you quit? Why did the family quit? Because I know you didn't quit.
You know, my brother Jason came up to us, and he felt God leading him into a different direction. You know, he wanted to do more of a solo career, and there were some things too that was going on that just felt like time at the time. Yeah. We never knew really it was coming, but my wife and I knew that we would somehow lock arms and have a ministry together. And you think, 10 years down the road, or, you just don't think it's going to happen so quickly. But it did, and Jason's out doing his thing on the road and singing. He's got he just released a brand new project, and it's doing really well for him.
Good.
And my wife and I, when we decided to go out, we went out and we started writing songs. God began to give us some songs, and so we did a project really not to sell. I mean, we just wanted to do it because we wanted to put these songs down on something.
Sure. So
we made this CD, and we went out and just began to tell our story. Just our life, where God had brought her from, where God had brought me from, and we'd take these songs of our life with us and sing them. Mm-hmm. And so then a record company picked up the CD, and it just kind of went from there. And we started, making music together as a couple.
So Mercy, the most recent one, is how many down for the two of you?
4 CDs.
Fourth one.
But we wrote 7 on this project.
So Mercy is the new one, and it's just now taken off.
It is meant to. Today's the drop date. So.
Okay, so as we tape this, but by the time you see this, it'll be, I'm sure, #1 on the gospel charts. We'll just go ahead. All right.
In Jesus' name. No, we're really excited about the project just because I think with God you go through different seasons in your life, And this is a season I feel like we've had to extend mercy in areas and also receive mercy in areas. And, the first tune on there my father wrote, and it's the song's called If I'm Guilty. And the hook line is, if I'm guilty, let me be guilty of too much mercy. And just that thread of mercy, and just trials you go through and how God shows mercy upon each and every situation that you go through. And so
is this something you just picked off your dad's floor, or are you guys still actively working?
No, he wrote it not too long ago with a couple other writers. I think it's something he kind of had stuffed away because I vaguely remember him starting to work on it. Yeah. And then he had a couple other guys, help him out.
So how does this work? Does he call you up and go, "Hey, I got a new song for you"?
Well, these days, sometimes it's like that, but in this case, I called him and said, "Hey, we're doing a new record. We need a song."
We need a song.
Yeah. And
so the family never really goes away.
That's the truth, man. That's the truth. And he can forevermore write a great lyric. There's no doubt about it.
Yeah, good. So what's the future for you guys? Just touring? Traveling, speaking,
of course, we're at Cornerstone Church now, my wife and I, and so we're very involved in the church in a lot of different.
That's in San Antonio, for those that don't know.
Yes, we're very involved in a lot of aspects. My wife is with Naomi and Ruth, which is a women's ministry that's there, and of course, we lead worship on Sundays. And now I work through the week there beforehand, but now I'm involved with the record. They have a record company there now. It's called Difference Media.
Nice. And
so I'm very involved in that, and so we have about 3 or 4 groups that we're starting in the church, and the Hagee family is one of the groups, and then we have Canton Junction, which is a quartet Never thought I'd sing in a quartet, but I'm a part of that quartet, and it's fun, man.
All gospel, country-ish?
Yeah, it's kind of gospel. It's quartet style, but it has a soul element to it. I guess that'd be the best way to describe it. It's kind of, there's some bluesy notes in there, and
Nice.
so it's a lot of fun. Like I said, I never dreamed I'd be singing where there's a real high and a bass singer, but man, I'm really enjoying doing it.
Very cool.
So-
You're in San Antonio, you needed like a flamenco band around.
Yeah, that's exactly right. Mariachi band going.
Well, okay, so how do we find this stuff?
You can go to iTunes now
Yeah.
and download the music, Mercy. The title of the record's Mercy, or you can also go to www.differencemedia.org.
Okay, and that's got all the bands from the church.
It has everybody, yes, sir.
Very cool. Be sure to check out both Aaron and Amanda Crabb when they're on the show. If you watch Live Today, you'll hear more of her story. I urge you to watch that. It's at livetoday.org. And we'll put some music up on our YouTube channel as well,
Please do,
independently of the
man.
show, and push it out there. So check it all out. Crabb Family still singing, and now you just got more people to choose from because they're all over the place.
Crabs are everywhere.
Crabs are everywhere. There you go. That's a slogan I can live with. Thanks for being with us.
Thanks a lot, man. Appreciate it.